Hello and welcome to the North Country Outdoor Channel. I've already made this video once. Tried to make it a second time. I had a muffler put on my truck the other day, right? And it quieted down the truck. Yes, it did. But it resonates in the cab and washed out the audio. Frustrating. So then I got home and I was like, I'll just walk around in my yard and I'll make the video in my yard. And it was too windy because it's windy here in Michigan. For some reason, day after day after day, for like 3 weeks straight, it's windy. It will not stop winding. So here I am in my driveway in my wife's Jeep because it's a nice quiet place that I could make this video. So here we go again. I'm the king of knowing what I want to say, but not knowing how to say it. And that's because I'm no freaking professional. But I know that people struggle with starting a business because I did. Everybody's human. And I don't know why, but I feel inspired to put things out there for people to chew on, to give some ideas, to help anybody out. If I can help one person, that's all I really care about. But the problem is I don't know how to say it, and so there's a lot of people that are not happy with where they're at in life. They're unsatisfied, they don't make enough money, they want more out of life. I was there. And you want to start a business, but you don't have any money. Well, this might not work for everybody, but there is a way to start a business without having much money at all, if any. So the third thing that I'm going to talk about is actually one of the most important things, but it's going to be third. So the first thing is you need to, hopefully somebody in your house, whether it's you or your spouse, has a job at this point and pays the household bills. Because when you start a business, it's going to be a while. I don't know what the time frame is. It could be a year, it could be 6 months, it could be a year and a half. Who knows? But there's going to be a time frame there where the business isn't making enough money to give you a paycheck. First, the business needs to stand on its own 2 feet and sustain itself. And then once that happens, then you can draw a paycheck. And then once you start drawing a paycheck, it's probably still not going to be enough to cover what you're making right now. So you need to keep your job that you have. If it's you that wants to start the business and it's you that has the job, that kind of sucks. But if you're passionate, then you can do it. You might have to work 10, 12, 16 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week, but if it takes you a year to get where you're going, a year is peanuts compared to the rest of your life, compared to the financial freedom, compared to being in control of the future. Just being in control is, being an entrepreneur, it's amazing. And so you need to keep your job, and you will know when the time is right to quit that job. For me, what I did is I worked at a farm, and I dabbled in what I'm doing now, and slowly but surely I was showing up an hour late to work. I was calling the boss and saying, hey, I'm going to be a couple hours late. And thankfully it was a farm where he was a little more lenient than like a factory would be. But then there was to the point where, hey, I can't even come in today, man. I'm busy. And, finally it got to the point where I just said, you know what? My business has taken off to the point where I do not need this job anymore. So that's an important step to doing it. The second thing is, if you're going to start a business, a company, then it's probably something that you're already passionate about. You don't want to do something that you're not passionate about anyways. So if you're going to start a business about something you're passionate about, then you probably know how to do it. And if you know how to do it, then you probably have some tools. And by tools, I mean systems. It could be, if you're going to do something to do with the computer, you probably know a lot about computers and have a pretty nice computer that can help you out. If If you want to be a builder, then you probably know how to build already, and you probably have some air nailers and compressors and, you know, all the chop saws and all the good stuff that goes along with building stuff, or you wouldn't want to do it. You know, if you want to be a lawn guy, you know, a lot of people want to start lawn care businesses, and that's fine. You can make it. It's a lot of work, but you can make it. I got out of the lawns, but that doesn't mean that you have to. You know, you can make it. It's just you have to work very hard at it, and you have to be diligent. But so you want to start a lawn care business, and you don't have any money, but you have a weed whacker out back, and you have a push mower. I know, a push mower. Come on, Eric, a push mower. Yes, a push mower. If you're serious about wanting to start a lawn care company, you go to a trailer park, you go to a subdivision, you go somewhere where you can pick up a quantity of lawns. I'm talking 6, 7, 8, 9 lawns, 10 freaking lawns in this trailer park. Why didn't I just say 6 to 10 lawns? I don't know. I don't know. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lawns. Anyway, pick up all those lawns, $40 a piece, 10 lawns at $400. Knock it out in a day, okay? Now you just made $400 in a day. You got your other job going still. You're still working your full-time job, but you got one day a week that you dedicate to these 10 lawns. Maybe it's a Saturday, you know, maybe it's a Sunday, maybe it's not one day. It's you do 2, 3 lawns every night after work. I don't know what the situation is. I'm just rambling here because the situation could honestly be anything. But how long is it going to take before that $400 compounds on top of itself? And what you need to do is you need to take that money and roll it back into the business and buy yourself nicer equipment, buy yourself nicer systems. You say, well, you know, my mower's crappy, or my nailers and my air compressor is crappy, and I don't want to be seen with it. You know what? Let me just tell you this. People aren't going to judge you by your tools. People are going to judge you by the completed product. And if you can complete a project, a product, whatever it might be, you promise somebody you're going to do something, you do it, you come through for them, and it looks great, then what's it matter what your tools look like? Everybody has to start somewhere, and you have to be okay with the rags to riches theme, mindset, because not everybody has somebody to just hand them some startup money or to get a small business loan. People don't know how to put together small business plans to even go to a bank and get a business loan. I mean, this is real world stuff we're talking about here. This isn't I went to college for this, and you know, my parents are rich and they're gonna front me the money. And no, this is real world. I have a family. I want to start a business. I'm not happy with where I'm at in life. How can I do it, Eric? How can I start a business? That's how you do it. You take the tools that you already have because you're already somewhat passionate about that, whatever it may be, and you use those tools to get started. You get started with those tools, you take that money, you roll it back into the business, you buy nicer tools, you buy nicer equipment, your systems become nicer, and then you start, you know, at that point, your business grows. And, you know, it's just one of them things where it just happens. It just happens. It just does. I can't explain it. It just does. And then the third thing is you need to believe in yourself. You have to 100% be committed. And if you're not, then it's not time to start a business yet. But you have to 100% believe in yourself. You have to tell yourself there was no other option. No other option. I will not punch a time clock. I will not work for somebody else. I was made to be an entrepreneur. I want to be an entrepreneur. That's the way it is, and that's okay. I feel the same way. Some people are just made to be entrepreneurs. Some people are just made to own their own company. They just don't know it yet. But you have to have the right mindset. You have to. Listen to this. In my experience, I think it's 80% mindset and 20% tactics. That's how I feel. Because if you don't have the right mindset, then you're not going to make it. There's no other options out there. You have to believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, then you can start to take action. And only once you fully believe in yourself can you start to take action. And once you start to take action, you can start to see results. And once you start to see results, then that circles back to believing in yourself, and those results, whether it's compliments or referrals or even money, job well done, that boosts your self-esteem, that boosts your confidence, that boosts your belief in yourself, and then you go and you take more action and you see more results, and it's an amazing thing. And so you can start a business with little to no money, and I want you to know that it's possible. And I did. I mean, like I said, I worked at a farm. I had a crappy truck and a crappy plow. I've told this story before. And then bada bing, bada boom, 3-4 years later, here I am. I'm trying to teach somebody else that it's okay, that you can do it. So just remember that I believe in you, and you are amazing. You are awesome. Tomorrow's a new day. If today sucked, that's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. Be creative and own it. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep putting out more videos about small business. I'm going to try to get my thoughts together. I kind of freestyle things, and I don't have a lot of notes. Maybe I should. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Is it better to just freestyle like this and just kind of blab a little bit, or should I have bulletin points and notes? I don't know. But I really appreciate you watching, and I hope somebody finds this helpful. And just know that you can do it. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.